What if I told you that your morning coffee had something in common with ancient philosophy? Welcome to the dawning of a new day. The world is just waking up, and there you are, standing in your kitchen, brewing your morning coffee. This simple routine, my friends, is where we begin our exploration of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that's as relevant today as it was 2,000 years ago. Now let's imagine that first sip. It might be too hot, scalding your tongue, or maybe it's too cold, lacking that comforting warmth. Perhaps the taste isn't quite right, a little too bitter or not strong enough. In these moments, you're faced with a choice. You could let these small inconveniences ruin your morning, or you could accept them, understanding that not everything is within your control. You see, this is exactly what Stoicism is all about. It's about recognizing what we can control and accepting what we cannot. It's about understanding that we cannot control the world around us, but we can control our responses to it. So you take that cup of coffee, whether it's too hot, too cold, or just doesn't taste right, and you drink it. Not because you have to, but because it's part of your routine, it's part of your life. And in accepting it, you are practicing one of the key principles of Stoicism. But why is this important, you might ask? Well, by practicing acceptance in these small moments, you are building a mindset that is resilient, that can weather the storms of life. You are cultivating an inner peace, a tranquility that isn't easily disturbed by external events. This, my friends, is the power of Stoicism. So next time you find yourself standing in your kitchen, brewing your morning coffee, remember this. Remember that each sip, each moment, is an opportunity to practice Stoicism. So, next time your coffee is too bitter, remember you're not just caffeinating, you're practicing Stoicism. Ever been stuck in traffic and thought, this is a test of my Stoic mindset? Imagine this. You're in your car, the radio is playing some catchy tune, but it's drowned out by the symphony of honks and engine roars. You're stuck in a traffic jam, the kind that makes you question your life choices. The frustration starts to bubble up, and you can feel your blood pressure rising. But wait, remember, you're a budding Stoic. First things first, let's remember what Stoicism is all about. It's a philosophy that encourages us to focus on what we can control and accept what we cannot. So in this traffic jam scenario, what's in our control? We can control our reaction to the situation. We can control the music we listen to, the deep breaths we take, and the thoughts we allow to occupy our minds. On the other hand, what's not in our control? The traffic, of course, we can't control the number of cars on the road, the timing of the traffic lights, or the pace at which the traffic moves. So why waste energy getting frustrated over something we have no control over? Now let's add a dash of humor to this situation. Picture yourself as a modern-day Stoic philosopher stuck in a traffic jam. You're not fuming with anger, but peacefully humming along to your favorite tune, maybe even having a chuckle at the absurdity of it all. The driver next to you is losing his cool, honking incessantly, but you're as calm as a cucumber. You see, the beauty of Stoicism is that it enables us to find tranquility in the face of adversity. It teaches us to take a step back, assess the situation, and respond, rather than react. So the next time you find yourself in a traffic jam, remember that it's not a test of your patience, but a test of your Stoic mindset. Embrace the challenge, find humor in the situation, and remember what's in your control. After all, turning road rage into road sage, now that's Stoicism. Is it possible to practice Stoicism while scrolling through your social media feed? You bet. Imagine this, you're mindlessly scrolling through your social media feed when suddenly a picture-perfect post pops up. It's your old mate Steve, now a successful entrepreneur, lounging on a yacht with a glass of champagne in his hand. The caption, "Another tough day at the office." You might feel a pang of envy, a twinge of comparison. Does this sound familiar? But wait, let's apply some Stoic wisdom here. Remember, Stoics believe in focusing on self-improvement rather than comparing oneself to others. So instead of letting that green-eyed monster creep in, a Stoic would say, "Good for Steve, but what's that got to do with me?" The Stoics had a knack for taking the focus off external circumstances and placing it squarely on their own actions and reactions. They understood that we can't control what others do or have, but we can control how we respond to it. If Steve's yacht makes you feel inadequate, ask yourself why. Is it because you want a yacht? Or is it because you're equating success with material possessions? Take a step back and think about what success really means to you. Maybe it's not a yacht or champagne, maybe it's the freedom to pursue your passions, or the ability to spend quality time with loved ones. Defining success on your own terms is a powerful way to combat the comparison trap. And let's not forget, social media is a highlight reel. It's not a reflection of someone's full reality, but a carefully curated collection of their best moments. Steve probably isn't posting about the stressful negotiations, the long hours, or the sacrifices he's made to get where he is. So next time you're scrolling through your feed, remember this Stoic principle. Focus on your own journey, your own growth. Don't let someone else's highlight reel dictate how you feel about your own life. So the next time you see a picture-perfect post, remember a Stoic doesn't scroll with envy. What does a broken teapot have to do with Stoicism? More than you might think. Picture this. You're ready for a morning brew. You reach for your trusty teapot, but alas, it's broken. It's a disaster, a catastrophe, a calamity of epic proportions, or so you might think. But let's take a page out of the Stoics' book and see things differently. A Stoic would see this not as a disaster, but as a simple fact. The teapot is broken. That's all there is to it. It's not a reflection of your worth or a harbinger of a terrible day to come. It's just a broken teapot. But here's where it gets interesting. The Stoic wouldn't just stop at acknowledging the teapot's broken state. No, they'd take it one step further and see it as an opportunity. An opportunity, you ask, but it's a broken teapot. What opportunity could possibly come from that? Well, my friend, here's where the Stoic magic comes in. The teapot is broken, so what? It's a chance to adapt, to improvise, to overcome. Perhaps you could use a saucepan instead. Or maybe it's an excuse to finally use that French press gathering dust in the back of your cupboard. You see, the Stoic doesn't let their emotions control their reactions. They don't get upset over a broken teapot. Instead, they accept the reality of the situation and adapt accordingly. They don't waste time wishing things were different. They don't lament the loss of the teapot or curse their bad luck. They simply see things as they are and move forward. So, the next time you find yourself faced with a broken teapot or any other minor inconvenience, remember the Stoics' approach. Don't let your emotions dictate your reactions. Accept the situation as it is and find a way to make the best of it. And remember, it's not about the broken teapot. It's about how you react to it. It's about building a bulletproof mindset that can weather any storm, even one as seemingly disastrous as a broken teapot. So, when life breaks your teapot, make tea with a saucepan. That's the Stoic way. So what have we learned from our Stoic adventures? A lot, actually. We've sipped on the steamy wisdom of the Stoics' morning coffee, reminding us that acceptance is key. You see, Stoics don't burn their tongues on their coffee and then blame the coffee. No, they accept that it's hot. And they wait. It's a small example, but it's an important lesson. Life will serve you some hot cups, and it's your job not to burn your tongue. Then we navigated the chaos of the Stoics' traffic jam. We learned that understanding control is crucial. You can't control the traffic, just like you can't control the weather or the line at the post office. What you can control, however, is your reaction. You can choose to honk and holler, or you can turn up the radio and enjoy the ride. Next, we scrolled through the Stoics' social media. The digital world, full of perfect lives and flawless selfies. But our Stoic friend doesn't fall for it. They know that self-improvement is an inside job, not a competition. They don't compare their behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. They focus on their own growth, their own journey. And who could forget the Stoics' broken teapot? A tragedy indeed, but our Stoic friend didn't let it ruin their day. They saw the reality as it was. A broken teapot, not a broken life. They didn't add unnecessary drama or create a teapot-shaped mountain out of a molehill. So there you have it. The essence of Stoicism wrapped up with a bow: acceptance, understanding control, self-improvement, and seeing reality as it is. It might sound serious, but remember, Stoicism has a sense of humor too. It's not about being emotionless. It's about managing your emotions and finding peace amidst the chaos. Remember, life might not be a laughing matter, but with Stoicism, you'll always have the last laugh. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey through the world of Stoicism. Your time and interest are greatly appreciated. We've shared some laughs, some insights, and hopefully some food for thought. If you've enjoyed this exploration into the life of a Stoic, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a like, and drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Stoicism. How do you implement it in your daily life? Have you found it helpful? Or perhaps you have a story or two to share. Remember, the journey to adopting Stoicism is a personal one, and we're here to guide you every step of the way. So until next time, remember, life might not be a laughing matter, but with Stoicism, you'll always have the last laugh.